Hello, and welcome to the World of Book Reviews. I'm Judy Morio, and our show tonight is about a couple of very, very good memoirs. This one is called The Tears of Hope, and the lady who wrote it is here with us, Aimmee Kodachian, and you probably know Aimmee as she has her own television show right here on WCOBM TV, and she is the producer and director of my show. But I've been talking about great books for a long time, and I decided it's about time I talked about her book, because I haven't told you about her book, and it's one of my all-time favorites. You see, Aimmee lived about, 13 years through the Lebanese War.
Yes.
She's from the Middle East, and I'm going to have her tell you a little bit more about her book. So would you tell us about your book? What is it written about?
Well, it is about my true life story growing up in Lebanon, 1975 Lebanese Civil War. And one of the first bomb came and killed my brother right in front of my eyes. And I was just 12 years old at that time. And after that, it was just the beginning of a long, long journey, harsh journey, where we separated, we became homeless and all that. So the experiences are written in the book, and also how I overcame all the challenges. What did I do to overcome all the challenges? So each chapter have the story and then have the solution kind of to tell you what helped me to overcome those challenges.
That was one of the things I really liked about the book, because you do tell your story, and you've had to look at a lot of light through darkness, and all of us have lessons that we could learn. And when I read this book, the first time I read it, as Aimmee knows, I couldn't put it down. I read it straight through. I was getting on an airplane, and I took it with me, and I finished it by the time I got to the other side of the country. It's absolutely an incredible book. And what I do like about it is that Aimmee not only tells her story, but she gives us the lessons learned. And for many of us, we need to learn those lessons as well.
Well, that's great to hear from you, Judy, because you're such an inspirational, and you're a teacher. If this book, you see in it that way, that's, that's
yeah, I
amazing.
definitely do see it that way, because I just believe that life is not easy. I don't know who told us life was going to be easy, but I always thought, when we grow up and get out of school, life is going to get easy. Mm-hmm. But it didn't. It got harder and harder. And we're going to talk about you a whole lot more in just a few minutes, but I have a pretty good education, and my life still was hard. So when I think about you with the challenges that you had, and we're going to talk about those in just a minute, folks, wow. This had to be an incredible adventure for you.
Thank you. I
and
appreciate that.
Kind of like I told Vital when he was here the other day. Vital wrote that book, Flying Without a Net, and I had him on the show, and I read his book, and I said, I'm sorry you had to live through it, but I'm glad you wrote the book, because it was an excellent book. And that's how I feel about yours. I'm sorry you had to live through all of the tragedies that you lived through, but I'm so glad you wrote this book.
Thank you.
We're going to talk with Aimmee just a little bit more when we come back. We're going to talk about her education and about what all she's done in spite of the challenges that she's had. So be right back.
I'm Jamie Lee Metz, CEO and founder of Skin Fitness here in Las Vegas. We've been serving Las Vegas for over 17 years. We're proud to announce we just won 2017 Spa of the Year by Image International. That's the skincare company of the Miss Universe pageant. We offer exclusive treatments like our Time Eraser facial, which uses multiple modalities and literally erases time. Our Pore Purge, which is the ultimate in hygiene, and our Fire and Ice facial, which literally removes and soothes the skin at the same time. Come see us at our new location here in Village Square. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Hi, this is Judy Morio, and we're back with the World of Book Reviews. I'm interviewing Aimmee Kodachian tonight, and most of you know her. She's quite the TV personality around town, and I'm very fortunate that she's my publisher. Not publisher. Oh, I get all confused about what you are. See, I think you do everything for me.
No, but you do everything for me. I appreciate you so much.
She's my producer and my director of my show, and Aimmee wrote this incredible book, The Tears of Hope, and I hope that you will go on Amazon Amazon and order this and get it right away, or you can get it at AK
Actually,
Experts.
Yeah, akexpertstv.com. They can download the ebook for free.
Oh, wow, that's
start
wonderful.
reading it right
So you
away.
can get the book for free, but I recommend you get the book and put it in your case and carry it around with you because it's got some lessons in it. But I want you to tell these people about your education and what you've had to go through to get to this place of success where you are.
That's a long journey.
Well, we may not have time.
We'll take some one step at a time. So after 1975, and I couldn't go back to school, and I already had severe dyslexia, where I repeated class year after year. So it was no hope for me. By the time I reunited with my family after 3 months separation, not knowing if they're dead or alive. By the time I reunited with them, I was start to grow so fast. You know, girl, after 12 and a half, you start to grow fast. And the war was going really nonstop at that time. Schools, they were open probably a couple months a year.
Oh, that's
it.
all?
Yeah. And no school would take me in, because I was so behind and I was looking older than my age at that time. So I didn't continue my education, obviously. And but what happened, I get education in life because my mother basically lost her, emotionally, she lost her control. She was on medication. And I became the mother to my brother and to my mother.
Right.
So I was going through class at home, trying to grow up really fast.
So you had real life lessons.
Real life lessons. And I had no other choice. If my mom's down, I had to pull her up, and I had to pull my brother and feed him and take care of him because I was the oldest. And it was really challenging for me to navigate and be the adult.
Yes, I'm
basically.
sure it was.
But then at the age of 13, end of the age of 13, my ex-husband, he wanted to marry me and everything. And my mom, she's like, oh, this is very good for you. You go get married and you get settled. I can feed you. I can take care of you. You will have a safe home and make sure you have food on the table. There is no hope for you to go back to school. So, hey, come on, let's get married. So 3 days after my 14th birthday, I was walking as a bride. Wearing the dress, thinking this is my Cinderella. You know, I have a hope there. And that was another journey.
Well, Cinderella, we have to take a break now. So hopefully when we come back, we'll find the glass slipper and we'll find out more about your interesting life.
Okay.
Thank you, Aimmee. Thank you.
Are you frustrated and wasting time searching for high-quality education and entertainment and not finding it? Stop wasting your time. We've got your solution. Our 3 dynamic and unique online TV shows provide you with high-quality and easy-to-find content. Everything from business skills and self-development to book and movie reviews and everything in between. At akexpertstv.com, you'll find high-quality experts in their field in one place at no cost to you. Visit www.akexpertstv.com today.